morning, guys. How we doing this morning? This is Gloria, and this is card number 3 of my baby girl series. Okay, and today I am using the baby step cartridge, and I don't have a particular pattern paper because it's a scene card. So I'm using these colors right here. I'm using purple, hot pink, gray, yellow. It's a variety of colors, guys, okay? So let's get started. My card is going to be a different size card. It is going to be a 4.5 by 5.5 card, okay? So let's get started. My base card is going to be this white cardstock. And like I said, it's 4.5 by 11, and then you score it at 5.5. I kind of designed it a little bit bigger so I can fit a little bit extra stuff in it. Okay, so I'm going to score this at 5.5. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. Now, I woke up to a surprise. I probably did not hear the mailman yesterday. I ended up getting a package this morning, and I woke up to my husband asking me if I had ordered something huge. And I was like, well, I'm waiting for something. Yeah, why? He says, well, you haven't something. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I didn't even bother or anything. I just went on my way. I got up. I went to the bathroom, and I washed up. And oh my God, guys. I got this humongous box full of stuff. And I'm like so amazed. Eva, if you're seeing this, let me tell you something, girl. Thank you so much. All of my YouTube community is going to appreciate that you donated so much stuff for giveaways on my channel. And I appreciate everything that you did. You were just the nicest, sweetest thing. I've only thought that you was going to send me some cartridges, which to me, a cartridges means 2. But she sent me 7 cartridges and a whole lot of other stuff. Guys, if you have not seen the rack video that I made this morning, definitely go by and check it out. It's amazing stuff that she ended up giving us, so I can do a giveaway on my channel. So, and she did it for you guys, okay, guys? So, you know, I'm going to think of a challenge to do, and we're definitely going to have a challenge to give away some of the cartridges and a whole lot of the trinkets that she ended up giving us. Okay, so since my card today is a scene card, I end up using another cartridge besides Baby Steps, and it is called Animal Antics. And this is a scene card of a room, okay? So I started off with the gray sheet of paper, and I'm going to adhere this down. And you know, I bought some Scotch ATG tape, but it was the wrong one. And since I opened it up, I'm not going to take it back. So, just want to let you know, because the other tape is usually white, not brown. And this one was the general. And I ended up picking up the wrong one. I got to find a place where I can go and order them. Because I need more than 1 or 2 rolls. That's just not enough. Okay, I need to, and it's going to be showing a little bit of the white, but that's alright. Okay, so that's our first layer. But before I finish doing the front, I want to do the inside, guys. Okay, so for the inside, I already cut it out, and I put it together, yellow, purple, and pink, and I use my beaded scallop punch, and I'm trying to see if I should put it up this way and have the yellow on the bottom. I think I'm going to do it that way because the pink looks really good on the top. Okay, so let me glue this down. Well, we went to the doctor's office yesterday for my son, and everything came out fine, which is, I thank God. You know, every day, every time I have a doctor's appointment, I kind of pray to the Lord, and I ask Him to take care of us and make sure that my son Christian is just fine and nothing pops up. You know, because there was a couple of times that things popped up out of nowhere, and we were, I don't know about anybody else, but I was terrified. You know, because my son, he was born with a rare infant condition. And me and my mom kind of figured there was something wrong with my boy when he was born. Because most kids, they eat. Well, my son never ate. And he would just sleep. And I mean, I'm talking about sleep, guys. 18 hours, wouldn't get up. There was obviously something wrong, and I could not figure out what it was. Okay. Now for my sentiment for the inside, I am going to use a Scrappy Mom stamp set called Special Deliveries, and I'm using Cute as a Button. And I'm going to use my Friskers. I'm going to line it right there. And then I'm going to use Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And I'm really digging this stamp. But I need to find the smaller one. I bought the bigger one for the simple fact I have really big background stamps. And, you know. But I'm really digging this, this stamp press. It's really easy to use. You know, like I said, I had it when they first came out with it. And that was like about a year. But I was doing something completely wrong. And sometimes it's good for people to, when they come out with a product, that they show you how to use it. So it's Cute as a Button. Let me lower it down just a little bit, guys. Okay, that looks really good. Cute as a Button. Okay, now let's start layering our front. Okay, I'm going to open it up this way. Okay, now the second layer to my gray mat is going to be this pink layer, and it's going to layer just like that. And it's actually really cute card. This scene right here, I've been wanting to use it, but I could not figure out for what. So I found the perfect thing to do. And this is why I'm using it today. So like I was saying about my son, so we didn't find out that he was literally ill till he was 14 months old. And I just got so done and tired in my neighborhood, not my neighborhood, but in my county. The doctors here, I'm sorry, I don't mean to say anything bad about some doctors, but they're horrible over here. They kept on sending me to specialists, and they could not figure out anything. And my son, while we were waiting, trying to find out what was going on with him, he was suffering. And when I mean suffering, sweetheart, I mean suffering. And he would not eat. Most kids, you know, I had my son in daycare because I had to work. And, you know, most kids, you send them 3 bottles of milk. They're done with those 3 bottles of milk, and they want more afterwards, okay? Well, my son barely drank 1 bottle. And the people in the daycare never said anything about it. I mean, he was such a good baby. He was a good baby. But it just made me mad because there was a lot of kids. Well, now these days, the daycare, they need to have adults in the daycare, not little kids. Well, anyway, and my son started being really scared to poop and just do all different types of stuff. And I was wondering, and they sent me to a neurologist, they sent me to a skin doctor, they sent me to this, they sent me to that, and they could not figure out what was wrong with my son. And I just got so darn tired having my son suffer that I ended up taking him to a hospital that was an hour and a half away from me to figure out what was going on. And, you know, they did 2 little tests. Infectious doctor came into the room and he says, I think I know exactly what it is. And he came back 5 minutes later and they did a biopsy, and that was exactly what he said that was wrong with my son. And I was so amazed. I was so happy that they found out what was wrong with him. And what he has, 1 out of 200 kids get it. And it's a rare infant disease, and it's called Langerhans cell histiocytosis. There's no cure for it, but they can only slow it down. Excuse me. And he had to take chemotherapy for that and radiation. And, you know, with all that being said, my baby was back to normal. And then after that, like about 2 years later, he wasn't in remission for the Langerhans cell histiocytosis, but we was overcoming another hump in the road. And my son used to drink excessively, and I had got him tested for diabetes, but everything came back negative. And what it was that they weren't testing him for the right diabetes, and he ended up with diabetes insipidus, which is water diabetes. And it's so funny because I've never heard of water diabetes, but that's what he has. So he has to take these pills to control himself. And let me tell you something, he had drank so much, it will go right through him. The minute he'll drink, he has to use the bathroom. So he wasn't even processing the water through his kidneys. And he was looking like a shriveled old man, or like an alligator. I mean, it was horrible. But we took care of that. And I didn't go to no doctors around here. I went directly to his doctor, his cancer center doctor. And they tested him for that, and that's what it was. Okay, so that's the 3rd layer. There's a lot of layers to this card. Here goes the other layer. So this layer I want to tape too. So my son is doing really good right now. And last year we had a small episode, and we found that he had a blood clog in his brain. And we're just monitoring that right now and making sure that it does not move or grow. And since they took out his braces, he'll be doing an MRI test and making sure that everything is just fine with that. Okay. But anyway, guys, I didn't mean to bore you with a little information on my son. But anyway, back to the giveaway rack. Okay. I will be doing a giveaway. I'm trying to, I want her to give me a challenge for the first giveaway, because I want her to participate, since she was willing to be so kind and to send that to me to give to you guys, you know, as a challenge. Okay, so now I'm going to put the gray piece. And, you know, when she messaged me and told me about this on the Cricut forum, I thought she was just going to send me 2 cartridges, you know, because she said she had some cartridges that she didn't want no more. And she don't know what to do with them, and that she'd be willing to give it to me. And I was amazed that she even wanted to give it to me as a giveaway, you know. And Eva, you just don't know. There are some amazing people still out there, no matter how you look at it. There really are. Now, I think I'm missing something. Oh, here it goes. So anyway, I'm doing really good this morning. I have to go to work later, so it wasn't that bad. That's why I'm doing this cart now. Now tomorrow is another thing. Tomorrow I have to open and close, so that means I'm done for the morning and the evening. So for tomorrow and Friday. So if I don't get to put up a card up those days, guys, don't be alarmed. If I don't do it, I'll probably do it this weekend. And my husband don't like me to be in my craft room on the weekends, but oh well. I'll try not to be long, of course. Sometimes it don't take me long at all to do these cards. Sometimes it takes me a while because I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to put it together. Okay, now this chair does layers, but it also looks like it's away from the wall too, which is a really good idea. Then I have this yellow piece that's going to go right here. So what this is going to be is just going to be for the cushion. Okay, so let me get the ATG and tape that up. You know, since I've been using this tape, I cannot stand that squeakiness. It's killing me. I don't know if it bothers you guys, but I am so sorry. It never squeaked till I end up putting this tape in, and I'm not liking that noise at all. Well, Sunday is my boss's birthday, and today's her last day at work. So she's going to Walt Disney World with her family, which I am like so happy for her because I actually wanted to do something and take her out somewhere. But there's not, you know, she had plans already, so that was kind of a bummer. But, you know, there's other days we could definitely do something. And, you know, her birthday's Sunday. So today, after I'm done doing this card, I'm going to get ready. I'm going to actually eat something. And then I'm going to get ready to, God, this is a long video already. To get ready to get dressed so I can go over to Publix and order a cake. And of course, it's going to have glitter arms. Order a cake so I could bring it in to work with me today. Okay. Now I'm going to do the window scene. So I got that. Now I got this second layer. And so we're gonna, I already made her card, and you guys seen the card. She haven't seen the card, and she loves my cards. She wants me to sell them in the store, and I tried selling them in the store. I sold 5 of my Valentine's Day cards, which I'm not complaining. I'm definitely not complaining because, you know, if I can sell them, I'm going to sell them, of course, you know. I need to definitely clean my mat. So anyway, she's going to Walt Disney World, but what I wanted to do was take her to a stage play. and sit down and have dinner and, you know, just enjoy the days with all three of us girls. You know, because she don't have no friends. She knows a lot of people, but she don't have no friends that, you know, she can do stuff with. And, you know, I'm like, well, sweetheart, I'm your friend. If you want to go shopping and you off on one day or what, just let me know. I'll be willing to be right there without no problem. And that's the curtain, and then I'm going to put this because that's going to look just like that. Okay. So, me and Mary and Laura, we're fixing to do, we're going to do something one of these days. My boss actually wants to go to, not SeaWorld, but Epcot Center. So, I don't know, we might just do that. That'll be fun. I've never been to Epcot. Disney World Epcot Center? I've never been there. Okay. Then I got like 2 more pieces, and I already like pre-put this together. Next time I'll put half of it together because this is why I don't put my pieces together on camera, because it just takes too long. Okay, and last but not least, I think I want to pop this up though. So, let me get a pop dot. It's too big. Okay, so I got a lamp for the room. And, I think this is going to be really, really cute. Okay, so that's the view of the card. Now, on the baby steps, I end up cutting out this baby right here at 1.5, and I hid her face, and I stamped her face with the Peachy King Just Baby Face Stamps PK650, and I end up using the girl with the pacifier. And I thought it was so cute. Definitely so cute. And I end up using the 5/8 of an inch. Okay. So here goes my baby. And she's really tiny. Look at how tiny she is. And then I end up using some glossy accents. And I used my chalk pencils to color her eye color in because her eyes are blue. So I end up using this color right there, if you can see the bottom. And then I colored the pacifier pink. And I use glossy accents. And then I use my chalk. Let me see. I've been had this for a long time and I never used it, but I used my chalk shade colors and I shaded out her cheeks, and I used a white gel pen. And I put some freckles on her. So she's going to sit right here. But I think I'm going to pop her up. So let's do that. And this will be the end of my card besides the little sentiment that I'm going to write in the front. And I just need one more pop dot to put on the side so it stays stable. Okay, and then I also, if you guys can see, I also gave her earrings. And the bling that I used was in the jewelry section, and they have the really small ones. And I just used some quick dry adhesive to glue them on. And there goes my baby. There goes my baby. She came out adorable. And I'm just going to sit her right there. I was going to put her in an angle. Should I put her on an angle? Does it look like she's on an angle? Let me see. Yeah, that looks really good. Okay, but before I put her down, I'm gonna stamp my sentiment. And my sentiment is going to be Little Darling. And let me get my memento. And let me move this lamp out for 1 second, guys, so I can actually put it down straight. And I think right there looks really good. Oh, perfect. Yes, it came out awesome. It says Little Darling. Now let me put my lamp back. Okay. And let me stick her down. And I'll be done. There's just one last thing that I want to also do. No, I think I'm just going to lay her straight. Okay, and one more thing. I want to do my stamp. And the stamp that I'm using is my butterfly stamp. And I'm going to use my mat this time. And that came out beautiful. Look at how beautiful that stamp set is. I just love his stamps. They're amazing. It just takes forever to get it. But besides that, it's beautiful. Okay, guys. Well, there goes my card. I hope you like it. Ain't she a little darling? Look at how gorgeous she came out. She came out so cute. And then I have the inside of the card that says cute as a button. And then the front of the card. Well, thank you for joining me today. I know this was kind of a long video, but I wanted to show you the process of making this card. I tried to come up with it myself, but it wasn't really hard. It was getting a little bit too difficult. I started and I did it like halfway, but it just wasn't coming out good. So there you go, guys. Thank you for joining me today. You guys have a wonderful day now. Bye. I just love how this card came out. And she came out so little darling. And there goes the inside. Bye now, guys. Have a wonderful day.